Hello, hello, hello. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen of that humble little internet. My name is Ryan, aka the Ryan. Welcome back to some more of Ryan's Bizarre Adventures of Katawa Shoujo. Oh yes, I am trying to crank these out as much as I can, because Dense Me decided to do a new playthrough, a new adventure, Nosferatu. You know, I'm actually gonna start that playlist, like, right up there in the corner there, so you can, in case you're not in the know of me doing that starting up that game, now you know. And despite me starting up that series, yes, I know I still have the other series to finish, so don't be surprised if it feels like you're not seeing a whole lot of Nosferatu and you're seeing a whole bunch of other games right now. That's fine. It's all part of the plan. And I don't really ever have plans, so I'm just now dumbfounded by my own stupidity. What was I doing the last time? Springing into action. Oh, yes! Before clicking, if I remember correctly. Now, folks, come hither. Because this is one of those sentences you're never really going to be saying too often in your life. Maybe 3 or 4 times tops. It is time to delve deep into Kenji's package. I couldn't get through that with a straight face. If someone ever wants to do a Katawa Shoujo project in the future, I am throwing my hat into the ring to do his voice. The first thing I do this morning is trip what? Yes, every morning one should trip over Kenji's back as I get out of bed, finding myself diving headfirst into the floor before I'm even fully awake. I want to smack this thing with the first blunt object I can find. Like I'm going for a home run, but I don't even have the energy for that this early in the morning. And would likely damage whatever's inside. And that would be mean. Also because I really don't trust whatever's inside. If this man, or I should be pointing over here, if this man can afford whatever war room / bunker that he no doubt dug underneath his house, and I believe canonically he has, I'm gonna have to go back, I believe he has, then he has the money to ship a pipe bomb through the mail. I slide into the hallway. It sails along a smooth floor with a little difficulty, and stops with a soft and almost inaudible bump on colliding with Kenji's door. Immediately, 12 locks unbolt in succession like a mounting symphony.
Who is it?
You have no idea how happy I get every time Kenji has to enter the scene. He says as he blindly steps forward into the hallway. Anyway, somehow stepping over the box in a way that would be uncharacteristically impressively graceful if it weren't for the fact that I know it was wholly accidental. It's me. I got your mail. You're standing over it.
I know. Thanks a lot, man.
You know, but you asked who is it. Yeah, whatever. So what's in it? He cringes. He cringes and makes the exact same face when a woman realizes that she's alone in a room with me. Instantly turning very defensive and agitated.
It's nothing.
Come on, tell me. I'm curious. And you know, I almost broke my neck falling over it. And before that, I had to carry the stupidly large box around, with it blocking my vision, crossing roads with it in front of me. I think you can at least tell me what's inside in return. Did we remember to take the message that Shizune put on it off of it?
It's secret stuff. I can't tell you, because then I'd have to fucking kill you.
Okay, I wouldn't be surprised if that's what he actually said.
Then it wouldn't be very secret and shit. It's nothing important.
Well, if it's nothing important, you can tell me.
It's nothing important. Why do you have to know?
Why is that wrong?
Why do you have to know?
Why can't I know?
Why are you answering my questions with questions?
Perhaps. Why won't you answer my first question?
Why won't you answer my last question?
If the dialogue seriously goes on like this for 6 hours straight, uninterrupted, not only will I be okay with that, but I don't know. I realize our voices are getting higher with each reply. Down the hall, a door pops open and someone sticks his head out quizzically to see what's going on. So wait, if that's what's supposed to be going on, hold on.
If it's nothing important, why do you have to know?
If that's how this conversation was going on, why is that wrong?
Why do you have to know?
Why can't I know?
Why are you answering my questions with questions?
Why won't you answer my first question?
Why won't you answer my last question?
I'm happy I went back and redid that, because now my family can start thinking I went insane. We must look like such tools. But I bet I'm the only one of the two of us with enough shame to realize it. Fine. Have your secrets. You can take it to your grave. That sounds like a threat. I have to get ready for school anyway.
Damn! No! Why are you so hasty to leave? Stick around a little. You want some coffee? It's been a while. You know, I thought you were dead since you were so slow with the package delivery.
You're lucky I was willing to do package delivery in the first place, smartass. You're guaranteed delivery, not a time.
Whoa! Calm down. Man, you are so confrontational. Is it because of the student council thing? I hear you hang out with them now.
You heard it from me. When I told you. You were there. I was there. The one or two people who watch these videos were there.
Really?
I just imagine someone in the comments section right now just typing out, "Yes, really."
Well, whatever, man. The point is, they are terrible. You're the new guy, so of course you wouldn't know. But around here, she's a very divisive figure. Before you came here, she tried to institute a badge policy. It's a long story, so maybe you should sit down.
Think maybe I should get to class. I look around for a chair, but I can't find one as we're in the goddamn hallway. I raise a finger and start thinking that maybe I should tell him that, but he's already started talking, not wanting to waste the arm movement. I look at my watch instead. Well, we're in for another one, boys and girls. I really hope that you fluffed up your chair cushion because, I feel like we're in for a good, long, solid treat.
It would have been a real reign of terror if it had happened.
Wait, you're judging her based on something that didn't even happen? Oh no.
Yes, anyway. Her idea was like merit badges, but there would also be demerit badges.
What would those do?
I don't know. It never happened. It seemed bad, though. So when I heard about it, I didn't leave the room for a few weeks.
Why is? A few weeks! So you heard there'd be massive change, and you hid in your room, trying to just ride the change out?
Nah, I decided to do something about it. I found the student council office after a while and marched right in with a list of demands and a bunch of people I grabbed in order to make myself look like a
supporter. Did Dale Gribble take a trip out to Japan, cheat on Nancy, and it spawned Kenji? You see, right about now, if there are younger kids in the audience, you have no idea what I just referenced. But if you're in the know, if you're an old timer like me, then you know, and you're probably like, oh my god, this is making too much sense. I would not be surprised if Kenji had sand in his pockets. Wait, so not only did it not happen, but no one even cared. Oh fuck. Kenji doesn't hear me. I've got a good momentum going, wrapped up in the energy of his own ranting. He starts to completely flip out and flail his arms, appearing to wildly throw gang signs. I walked right up to the desk and said to her, "Hey, you fascist woman! What is this badge idea? How out of touch can you be here in your ivory tower, smugly looking down upon us like we're just a bunch of idiots? Who do you think you are?" I have spit everywhere now. Your level of elitism is terrible. You're probably one of those outrageous rich people who have chauffeurs drive them around slums so they can point and laugh. And only drink pricey coffee beans shat out by the last living dinosaur and brewed in a solid gold skull. And how could you go open up a history book? Don't you know that bourgeoisies are always overthrown in bloody revolution? I'm turning into Skeletor. Bloody revolution for shit like this? Babaka! You're a babaka! Oh god, I'm getting pains. Sure, the revolutionaries usually end up turning everything into another clusterfuck later on, but a Mac is the only kind of person who would create a policy like this. It's like something I would create to make people suffer, only real, and you wanted to institutionalize it? Where will this desecration of our rights end? We are people. This is not. There go my. Oh, fuck me. I accidentally just slapped my headphones off my head. Oh god. I gotta test my sound. Did anything crack? Besides my voice?
That's what I said.
That's what he said. That's what he said. Oh no! Oh no! My glasses are fogging up, bro. You gotta give me a second.
Then I added a cry of, they can...
How do I do?
They can take all things, but they'll never take our freedom to appeal to the masses. Like in that movie about the life of William Wallace, where they took his things, but not his freedom, and then killed him. But...
Oh my god, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh no. I just realized he did this rant and Shizune is fucking deaf.
But she just ignored me and didn't even look up from writing in her little paper shit.
If for whatever reason at all, my YouTube channel just stops putting out videos after this, I feel like that's okay. Because there is nothing topping this. I really feel like this is the high of my channel. Kenji kicking in the door and going on a revolutionary rant to a deaf woman who did not even look up because she did not even hear them enter the room. I wonder if I should do a cover of Do You Hear the People Sing by Kenji. As Kenji.
Do you hear the people singing?
I'm not gonna. I have to continue, but this is really one of those moments where you have to stop for like 10 minutes straight in silence to appreciate how fucking stupid this whole thing is and why it's so fucking funny. So please, pause the video now and set your timer for 10 minutes and just appreciate the image of Kenji screaming like a lunatic and Shizune not even knowing he's there.
Maybe I overwhelmed her with my logic so badly that she just retreated into denial. Maybe she's just an asshole. Either way, she didn't reply, and the future refused to change. To top it off, on the way back, I realized I had lost my student ID somewhere. This is the story of my life. A constant and seemingly futile struggle, like trying to climb up a brick wall with sponges for hands.
Hey, you said nothing changed. But she didn't make everyone wear a bunch of stupid badges. So it did change.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, maybe they're not so bad then.
This is my favorite episode so far. This is honestly hands down. If I had to choose a series of recordings on my entire channel's career, this is definitely in the top 5 of my favorite, if not best too, if not the best. I guess that counts for something. If I can get Kenji to admit that maybe 2 women maybe so bad after all, I'll take it. Especially if it allows me to slip out of this conversation. I didn't realize how much time had gone by. Weren't we just curious as to what's in the box? I try to run through my usual morning routines as quickly as possible. I check my watch again and then leave the dorms and see that I'm already late. Fortunately, the rest of the day goes more smoothly, and after classes are over, I had to meet with Shizune again. Behind the school, I catch her leaning against a completed stand with parts of it still flecked off with bits of paper and tape, remnants of signs from the last time it was used. Absentmindedly spinning a nail in her hand. She hasn't noticed me yet. Sneak up on her. The temptation to sneak up on her is unbearable. Years of watching foreign wildlife documentaries have prepared me for this. I'm downwind. Conditions are favorable. However, the more I think about it, the more it seems like a bad idea. I thrive on this shit. Dude, you have to understand something. I'm 6'1", like 225 pounds. I'm a big guy. But despite my size, I find ways on sneaking up on people. So, one of two things. Either A, I'm apparently way more stealthy than anyone could have ever imagined. Or B, people are just dense as fuck when it comes to their situational awareness. If I get caught halfway, I'll look like an idiot. If she doesn't know it's me, I could end up with an injury. Either way, I'll also look a little insensitive. So it'd probably be best not to try anything funny. As disappointing as it is. Even though she's deaf, you really don't have to fucking creep up there. You just walk up there. She's still not going to hear you. I walk in front of her, startling her a little. Why so why am I fake signing in front of a camera that's off? I really do belong in this school for how fucking stupid I am. Why so surprised? Did I catch you slacking off? No, I was taking a break. You don't look like you even broke a sweat. That's some break there, President. Shizune's eyes dart back and forth momentarily, and I think I've managed to fluster her. There's an exasperation on her face, and a little tension as well, but she can't back down. That would be unthinkable of her. Her fingers dance across each other impatiently. You're acting competitive today. Are you trying to get my blood boiling? Do you want to make it a contest? We'll race to see who can construct the most stalls by sundown. No, I'm teasing you. That's okay. It's not a real student council if you can't tease the student council president a little. You agree, don't you? That isn't in the student council charter, so it isn't true. There is no charter. At least I don't think there is. The only thing they pledge loyalty to are a stack of takeout menus. Anyway, it's good that you're finally here, even if you could have been earlier. Pick up a hammer and we'll resume where we left off. As we were assembling stalls again, I slowly realized that this isn't much less work than I would have expected. In fact, according to Shizune, we should have been done by the end of the day with a little luck. Last time I did something like this for them, it took her, Misha, and myself almost 4 days to do it. It can't just be my imagination. You know, this doesn't seem like that much work. Because it isn't. That answer leaves me wanting a little more. Knowing that isn't the best, Shizune puts down her hammer to elaborate. It would be impossible for two people to do that much work in less than a week. The truth is that I don't dismantle half the stalls. I just store them someplace else. Actually, more like I hide them in plain sight. She waggles a finger mischievously. But that's a secret, and it's not proper to reveal the tricks of the trade. You're not a magician. You're a politician. Winking, she takes out 2 plastic containers from her bag, and then puts them down on a nearby board before raising her hand slightly as if to say, "Ta-da! I made lunch today for both of us. You can have this one." The food shifted in my bag, and now some of it's mixed together. She hands me one of the containers. I open it. It looks delicious, if a little simple. She hands me a pair of chopsticks, as if she's just remembered to, and I eat what looks like some grilled beef? It's very tasty. That's Ryan trying to voice act like I have food in my mouth. You don't like your food touching other food? I do not. You're very picky. Sometimes I mix my food on my own, but not always. And not everything. I don't like it when it's done for me. What is important is the choice. Why does that speak to me? Why does that hit hard? She points decisively to emphasize it, and then breaks her chopsticks apart to eat her own meal. As I continue to eat, I notice 2 things. The first is that almost everything I'm eating besides the rice is fried. Even the vegetables are fried. And there's so much meat. It's like I'm in an Arby's. Does she eat this kind of stuff all the time? I wonder how she manages to stay so thin in spite of it. It's beef, and probably not a large portion. She probably also has the metabolism of a demon. The second thing I notice is that I can't talk to her while eating. Yes, you can! You put your food in your mouth, not your hands! Talking with your mouth full is a little rude anyway, but with our hands holding chopsticks and bowls, communication between us is impossible, just like yesterday. I guess that's true. That is also true. Even though we're spending time together, even though I took the time to learn sign language, it feels like I'm talking to her less. Despite that, it also feels like I'm understanding her more. Oh no. Oh my god! Oh yes! 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 The camera panned and I thought it was going to be Misha! But it's Lily! Yes! 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 I hear the sound of something tapping against one of the stands. And I look up to see Lily standing off to my side. She's feeling her way around with her cane. Hi! I nearly catch myself before I can say didn't see you there. Oh, this is one of my favorite recording moments of all time. Oh my god, I have to be eloquent now. Okay. Alright, remember. Shizune's voice, quote unquote, voice is based off Lily because of how similar they fucking are. I gotta like be up straight. I gotta be proper. Oh, Hisao, is that you? I thought that I smelled something delicious cooking, and wondered who it might be. What is she saying? Oh god. Oh god, do you know what's happened? Oh my god. Oh god, the chair's falling apart. Oh god, do you know
What is happening in this scene?
We've become Misha. It's hard to move my hands in parallel to saying something completely different to Lily. This has to be why Misha just signs everything all the time. A bit sillier, but it seems like it would just simplify things a lot. Shizune tense her fingers delightedly in my translation, as if from hearing a joke. All of this food was cooked hours ago, but for someone as slow as... Fuck me, what is it? But for someone as slow as yourself, who can't even turn a piece of paper without being a week late, I guess your perception of time would have been... My tongue burns after reading that. Oh! That's fucking mean, you little bitch! Look, Shizune, girl, I'm appreciating you and more as a person and as a character. You might have worked your way up to the number 3 spot. But you have to remember something. This one is still above you. Oh, fuck. I'm sorry, Lily. I promise I will go back and go through the entirety of your season after this is done to make up for it. A frown crosses Lily's face in response to reply to something she didn't hear. Oh, sorry. I'm just having a late lunch here. The student council president cooked everything. Oh, fuck. Is the student council president here right now? She's... My butthole is puckering. You have no idea. If there's a fight, it's gonna be grand. Oh god, this is gonna be a showdown of the century. We've got Lily, blind vampire, mafioso woman. We have Shizune, deaf, just mafioso. Just mafioso. Just mafia. I'm pretty sure she's mafia. I'm pretty sure they're all mafia. Oh god. I apologize. I didn't notice. Normally her level of presence is much higher. I was not aware that the student council serves lunch outdoors. Why wasn't I invited? I think that is good to have enough free time to be able to do things like this, however. What is she saying? You see, if my boy Hassan was smart, he'd be faking heart palpitations right now. If I were to invite you anywhere, you would just show up late. What the fuck, girls? But Shizune's words are outside of Lily's perception. A fact that is by the second increasingly maddening to her. Translate for me completely, please. What polite phrasing. It's a shame she's essentially asking me to let her fully release the dogs of war. Still, I can't just do nothing. The feeling of being unable to even respond and be understood is so isolating. She would never forgive me. I'll just try to soften her words a little. Well, Actually, this was all cooked a while ago. Really? That's nice. Turn over here. It's very disrespectful to not look at the person you're speaking to. That isn't even the way a prime and proper lady should conduct herself. Oh, Shizune, calm the fuck down! She can't fucking see you! She can't... She can't even use her vampire echolocation right now to locate you. Half of what I'm saying isn't really what Shizune is saying. She doesn't like it when people don't look at her in her direction when she's trying to make a point. She's, to the right of my voice. Although in this case, I can understand why Lily wouldn't. This is a very awkward situation, and it's daunting being sole conduit for dialogue between the two of them. Truthfully, I had forgotten what had happened the last time they butted heads like this. You did? How did you forget? I have not forgotten. That scene back in Season 1 is burned into my brain. It's clear Shizune remembers, and Lily's being pretty hostile herself in her own polite way. I'm sorry. Such formality slipped my mind completely. I forgot that the student council president is the type of person who would demand such respect and adherence to the rules all the times. I suppose the student government council... forget I said council. I suppose the student government requires you to keep a tight ship. Then again, she certainly has time for her own fun as well, so that must not be completely true. I choose death. I choose suicide to get out of this situation. Student council is not a dictatorship, nor a zero-sum game. Oh, fuck. Did she just Thanos snap? Shizune points at Lily with her finger out like a barrel of a gun and snaps her fingers explosively, causing her to flinch and become visibly upset. Is that so? Then that makes it more impressive that you have been part of it for so long, playing it as though it were one. I admire the fact that you're so tenacious to manage it all. Well, you must be so responsible as well. Not as much as I would like to be. You can't complain about yourself, though, can you? Your very responsible actions, like requesting a deadline to be extended, and then running all the way through to the next deadline, that's the very model of responsibility. Shizune is very happy to hear that, but apparently you're pretty responsible yourself, she says. Oh, man! Does she really? More or less. Lily doesn't seem very happy. She knows I'm speaking bullshit. We're not holding a cookout. We're just taking a little lunch break. We're actually out here building stalls for the festival. You wouldn't know, since you never go outside. Did you run out of tea? Are you going into town? Shopping? No, as I said before, I was just passing by, in case you did not hear. Oh my god, the face! Oh my god, look at her face! I would hate to interrupt the student council president. You're not doing anything now, but you must both be very busy. In any case, Hisao, I'm sure that the student council president will be able to find or make work for the both of you if she needs to. I'll devour you. Well, I think I'll leave everyone off on that line without any context. Happy No Nut November, everybody!